Hey everybody, this is Saved by Skarlet. I'm Nate. My brother Matt, who is our guitarist, is over here. We're glad to be here with Heavy Mental Breakdowns. How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Saved by Scarlet. I am stoked to finally have you on.
Made it.
There's been a series of events lately that have caused us to reschedule, but we're finally doing the thing. Finally
We
doing
are.
it.
We did it.
Welcome,
Doing in there.
welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, of course. One thing I want to
Yeah,
get
thanks
out of
for
the
having me.
way really quick. For anybody who doesn't know yet, who hasn't heard, Heavy Mental Breakdown is a sponsor of the upcoming Saved by Scarlet Major Moment Diamonds to Dust and RVKH show over at Jewel Music Venue, April 18th in not Richmond, fuck, April 8th, yeah, damn it, April 18th in New Hampshire. How are
Yeah,
you guys looking forward to the show?
What'd you
Oh,
say?
I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. I love Major Moment. We've played with them before, and they produce a fantastic sound.
Yeah, they're
Um,
really good. I haven't
they are
listened to the
very good.
track yet that they told me they wanted to break down. Because, like I said, I intentionally don't listen to the songs you guys sent me. But
Yeah,
I've kind of skimmed through their stuff and I'm like, oh shit, these guys are good.
yeah, they are really good. And I'm super pumped to be able to be a part of that show. Plus, I love New Hampshire. Live free or die, baby.
I've never been to New Hampshire before. So I get a new state to
Really?
cross off my list.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so
Never
the
never
spot
been
that
out
we're going to
there.
be performing in is Manchester, New Hampshire, and Manchester is more of like the city part of New Hampshire, or at least one of the cities in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
So they have some music venues there and whatnot. But if you continue going north, there's a lot of nice wooded area, very spacious. You know,
Mm,
you can do a lot of ATVing, shooting,
Yeah.
snowmobiling, sightseeing. It's very nice.
nice.
Fireworks are great, too. Just don't get caught.
Do you guys live in New Hampshire?
No, not
Oh,
currently.
okay.
Although some of us have talked about wanting to move to New Hampshire. A lot of the band
Oh.
Oh,
members have
really?
actually, ironically.
Are you guys located in New York? Where are you at?
Rhode Island, actually.
Oh, you're in
Smallest
Rhode
state in the
Island.
U.S. with the biggest noise.
Rhode Island. Sick.
And the worst potholes, Nate. You forgot
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
No. I don't think it gets any worse than Los Angeles. I'm going to say that right now.
Massachusetts is right next door too.
Is-
So we're actually like pretty much on the tri-state border. So we can go to Connecticut, Rhode Island. We can be in Rhode Island and get to Connecticut or Massachusetts within like 20 minutes, which
Oh,
is really
okay.
helpful for shows, you know. So we
Yeah.
can kind of try and hit different venues around us without having to get hotels for the night, you know.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
Pretty
spot. So for anybody who doesn't know who Saved by Scarlet is, what's a little bit you can tell us about your band, how long you've been going for, and what you're currently up to? Just a little bit of an understanding of who you guys are.
You want to take it, Matt, or do you want me to?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. If I get interrupted, Nate, you can take it away. So we are Saved by Scarlet. We're predominantly based out of Rhode Island. Two of our other, so first of all, Saved by Scarlet is comprised of myself, my brother, who originally formed the band about, I want to say 12 to 13 years ago. But Nate, you can shed some more light on the
Hmm.
details for that. We've been playing out for a long time. We've played at least over 300 shows,
Wow.
some of which have sold out, some not
Nice.
so much. But at every show, we guarantee there will be some sort of impact as long as people are coming ready, expecting, and ready just to have a good time and to
Yeah.
just let the walls, come down.
Ready
It
to
really
rock.
is a great time just connecting with people and getting to meet the fans and the family.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Saved by Scarlet, we started actually playing in churches, and then we branched out to playing everywhere and anywhere that we're invited for the most part.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We play a lot across the U.S., anywhere from Indiana to Maine to the So we started on the coast, and now we've kind of been moving more towards Ohio, Indiana,
Midwest,
in that
yeah.
direction, Virginia, Pennsylvania. But we also
Okay.
do play locally. Like Nate was saying, we started locally in Rhode Island, spread out from there to Mass, then New Hampshire, then Connecticut, and just made our way, just making our way across the border, baby.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. There's
It
so
is,
many
yeah.
bands who kind of just stick within their state or their city and
Yeah.
try to just get as many shows as they can there. But like once you start branching out, that's when you start, getting bigger fan bases, and you can start playing bigger shows and stuff like that. That's how to do it.
Yeah,
300
absolutely.
shows. 300 shows. That's a lot of shows.
Over 300.
Over
yeah.
300 shows.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything. And
No, that's a
certainly,
lot of shows, though.
Nate, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine it's definitely been over 300 because we've been doing this. Let's see, we pretty much play about once a month. We do a live show once a month minimum for about like 10 months, I want to say. 10 to 11 months. We usually don't play in December and January because of birthdays, because of it falling, with Christmas and stuff. But there have been quite a few years that we did it anyway. Yeah, the weather, the snowstorms, the cancellations, the whole 9 yards.
The whole thing. Yeah.
But we got 2 albums, Creation Crisis, which is our most recent, and then we also have our original album, Out of Darkness, which is something that my brother and I and a couple of professionals helped put together. Creation Crisis had a little bit more assistance from individuals, including Brian McKenna, my home slice out there. I love you, bro. In Connecticut, Torrington, Connecticut, actually. And he's been doing a fantastic job helping us release some singles, some teasers for the Creation Crisis album. And now we are working on a new album, which is a surprise. Nate, you want to take it from here?
A lot of the shows my brother was talking about weren't the same lineup. Like my brother and I started, but we've gone through several different lineup changes, throughout about 12 years. There's a lot of time. So he's counting talent shows, everything. We haven't actually booked and gotten paid to do shows for not over 300, but counting all the times we performed, absolutely.
A show is a show.
Yeah,
no, it's always worth it.
Yep, battle
even,
the bands.
Even if you could just get one fan out of it.
Yeah.
Every show counts.
Bands at high schools and stuff. And I mean, one time there was a bassist who threw his bass guitar and full on kicked his foot through the bass amp.
You guys go hard then. I was actually so one thing that Matt said that I wanted to circle back to because I wanted to bring it up. You guys are a faith-based band, correct?
Yeah, so
how big of a role does that play in your music?
So honestly, man, it's really interesting because there's a lot of bands that kind of have a hard time balance. It's like a balancing act, and they're like, okay, we want to be a Christian band, but at the same time, we're just Christians in a band, but we're not on a label that's Christian. And then so there's kind of a gray area there. What we say is we are Christians in a band, and our faith inspires and is littered throughout a lot of our music. But just like anybody can have a whole ton of different things that they love, appreciate, and are impacted by in life.
Yeah.
And so we try to be real. And what I mean by that is there are many songs where we're straight up saying, thank you, God, for saving my life. I mean, I went through a traumatic experience where I should have been dead 3 times. So I wrote a powerful worship ballad, man, just praising God for saving my life. And I that's my thank you to him, There are other songs, like Matt has written a song called Light It Up, where it's country rock chords and we're jumping and headbanging, and then there's some scream parts. And it's just a really fun, very filled with joy type of song, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we've got very serious, more kind of the heavier, angry type of songs like Lie of the Pharisees. And it touches on different parts of life. And the way that our faith runs throughout that is we fully recognize, number one, that at least the band has said this themselves, that we want to be a band that comes across as real and is not just going to stick to doing faith-based shows. We are performing everywhere. We just got hired for New York State Music Festival in New York.
Oh, sick. When's that?
That is actually going to be in Addison, New York on July 18th and 19th. And that's a brand new thing. And they have a lot of really intense bands that are going to be announced, man. And I mean, the picture right there is like a skull with snakes coming out, you know? What we're trying to do is just be very real about our faith and like, hey, here's how God impacted my life. I would love to share the story with you, but I'm also not going to force that on you. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the angle that we come at from it. And we've just found that, man, you know, like, have you ever like gone through a medical journey and you're like, man, after years and years, I couldn't figure out what was causing this sickness that I felt inside. You know what I mean? My brother Matt's gone through that. I've gone through that with celiac sprue disease. Some tough stuff.
Still going through it.
In the same way, our music is the same, follows the same sort of pattern. People will see us perform and they'll listen to our lyrics, and a lot of people will say, man, I connected with this music because I feel like I've got some kind of sickness inside going on. And can you tell me a little bit more about your story or what helped you get through this stuff? And that's where we really get to minister to people and talk to people, you know? So that is kind of like a more realist explanation of how our faith impacts our music and also the type of faith that we have, you know?
Yeah. Did your faith start after you went through your traumatic experience, or those 3 you were talking about, or have you always had this part of your life?
So me personally, I grew up in a home that my parents they're very good to us. They always allowed us to explore and learn more about all kinds of different religions. That's one thing I really appreciate about them. However, I was highly influenced by just the experiences that I had leading up to that point. The traumatic experience I had where I almost died 3 times. I was actually a Christian leading up to that, but it was kind of like, you ever wake up from a dream and it's just like, boom, clear as day, man, where you were just like really, really have a new focus. It feels like you're coming up out of water. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Ooh, I get that. Out of water. Water comes up a lot on this podcast. It really does. You know, it brings a lot of people like peace and like serenity, and it calms them, and like just the sound of it, you know, the smell of it comes up all the time. So I like you say that, up from the water.
Ice cold water, man, is the best. Just not for singing.
Yeah. I can actually somewhat relate to your experience, Nate, in like a different way. I had a pretty scary experience myself, and I found my faith through that as well.
Really? That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was yeah, me too. Thank you. It was by my own hand too, if you know what I mean. I almost wasn't here because of myself. So, and that's what actually started this podcast. I just wanted, because music's what saved me. Music and the lyrics, it got me out of that dark place. And then I started to find faith. And now my wife and I, like, we claim it. This is what we do. This is what we are now. Because we've always been a little, unsure about the whole faith aspect. But once we started to realize the impact that it had in our life, I think we're not going back now.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad you're still here with us, man.
Thank you.
I actually just seeing your profile and the name and everything. I want you to know that like it also impacted me, man. Because like when I went through your stuff and saw what you're doing, and that's called heavy mental breakdown, it reminded me of like what it felt like to be in a mental breakdown, and like how the heavy music also helped really minister to my heart, dude, like during some of those times. Yeah. So I really appreciate the fact that you shared that and that you're doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
Like, that in and of itself is amazing. And God will use that, dude. It's so cool.
Yeah, metal has had a huge impact on our lives for sure. So we appreciate what you're doing, man. And
thank you.
I know you already said, you appreciate the music that we're doing too. It's a blessing all around. You bless us, we bless you. It's full circle, baby.
You guys are such positive, nice dudes. I love it. I don't always get that on the podcast.
Oh yeah, no, I can imagine, dude. But then you see us on stage and we're going like all out, jumping,
going nuts,
banging, singing, heads moshing, you know, like.
Yeah. So my next question was going to be, so Saved by Scarlet. Why that name? What does that what does just the name of the band mean to you?
In a very simplified, the story's long, but I'll just give like the simplified version. Essentially, what that band name, the reason why we use it is because we wanted to name ourselves something that would emanate essentially what our overall theme is. And in the book of Joshua, it talks about how a prostitute was actually very kind, and she allowed prophets to hide in her room so that the soldiers that were coming by that were trying to kill them, so that they would escape from the soldiers. So after they successfully escaped, Rahab was the woman's name. She says, "Okay, so I hear that you've come to give us a warning that God is going to destroy this city, of Jericho." And it was a big fortified city, huge, very wealthy. And they said, "Yes, this is true. However, because you've saved our lives, we're going to ask you to throw a scarlet rope out of your window, and that's going to be a symbolism of Jesus's blood pouring out, right? Like red pouring out of the window, for humanity's sins, essentially." Super, super cool imagery, man. When I read that, like just the imagery of that, and that was a foretelling like 100 years before it actually came to pass, was incredible. Here's the thing that really, really gets people that they don't know about either. They've actually tracked it down, and the lineage of Rahab ended up being Jesus Christ. How incredible is that, dude? So like it's absolutely mind-blowing. So when I saw that, I was like, what? That's crazy. So because they spared her life, it literally fulfilled prophecy. Like it was absolutely incredible. Blew my mind. And
Interesting. I'm gonna look more into that story.
Yeah, you should, man. It's a really, really interesting story. It's in the book of Joshua. And I said to my brother, I was like, dude, I know that we like the color scarlet, but what if we named it like this, like because of this? And he said to me, he was like, that's crazy, because one of his favorite verses was Isaiah 1:18 that says, though your sins be as red as scarlet, I will make them white as snow. So boom, it was like crazy, man. Confirmation right there.
You guys were just on that same level. It's like it was meant for it to be that name. Has it always been that name throughout the last 10 to 12 years, or how long it's been? It's always been that?
Yep.
Cool.
It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah. It's weird how things just kind of work out like that. You're on the same level, especially being brothers too. I bet there's something there. Like,
oh yeah, definitely, definitely, man.
And our colors became white, black, and scarlet red for that reason. So our imagery also, it kind of emanates again our overall theme. It's all
on the so I'm looking at some of the covers. Yeah, Lie of Paris. How do you say that? Parasies? Is that how you say that? Creation in Crisis. Oh, that's the same one. And then Out of Darkness. There's a lot of red. A lot of red in those, and they're like really badass artwork, guys. That's really cool.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we actually I work with our graphics designer to create all of that. None of that is AI.
Yeah, no. It doesn't look like it. I'm starting to catch the AI things now. Yep. Like they're kind of starting to get to a point where like, oh, I know what that is.
Yep, it's so true.
Because everybody's doing it, and it's just like, come on, guys. Like it's all the same font. Yeah, it just looks the same. So I get it, but no, this looks sick. Even for the single cover, the Memory Relapse, it's like what is that, like a mirror?
Yeah, neat idea right there.
That's sick. Well, speaking of Memory Relapse, that is the track that we are going to be listening to and breaking down tonight. Besides it being your newest single, why did you guys choose this song? What is these lyrics? What does this song mean to you?
So although my brother has written a lot of songs, this one I actually happened to write. And actually our drummer is writing a new song, which is gonna be really cool.
That's cool.
Soon. Yeah, he did a great job. And so Memory Relapse though, so I actually grabbed the bull by the horns on this one because I was flying home from Florida with my wife. I had just gone through a big work transition. I was working like 80 hours overtime, terrible work
Wow.
situation.
Wow.
And so I was really like, wow, I had a big gulp of fresh air, on that plane, taking a break, and flying out from the airport. I kind of looked out the window, and as I was looking out the window, I kind of had like this sort of like this vision in my head, man, of how we move through life. We move from point A to point B, and in that transition, there's so many important things that happen that impact who we are and help shape and mold us into who we are. Those experiences along the way are incredibly powerful. Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be bad. And Memory Relapse essentially is a song that encapsulates all of that. It's designed to instill self reflection, it's designed to make people think about memories of their past. And hopefully they're good memories, but there are also some dark memories too. And that's part of the reason that Memory Relapse has that mirror, because we want it to also, again, we do a lot of theme work. So like we want the image to reflect, no pun intended, on the song. And the
Yeah.
song is literally reflecting on things inside that you are thinking about, past situations that brought you to where you are now. And for some people, it's the loss of a loved one, thinking about memories, right? For some people, it's relapsing once again, falling into really, really bad habits. For other people, it's memories of incredible, powerful moments that help change and shape their life, which is one of the things for me personally. Kind of remembering where you came out of, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's essentially what that song is about. And there's there are some really sick parts in this song that I can't wait for you to hear, man. It's got a lot of, melodic metal and a lot of heavy parts. It's really, really nice proggy parts too, some progressive metal, time
Sick.
signature changes too. So it's got a lot of everything, man. The ending has some piano that our drummer did actually.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it's something, man.
Yeah. So as you were describing all that, I'm just like, wow, these lyrics can go a million different directions for different people.
Yes.
Yeah. These are the fun ones to break down because I'm going to be like, this is how I related to my
Yeah.
life. So thank you for writing this music because I can relate it to my life in this way. And
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's gonna be a fun one. So this one came out in September. How is it doing for you guys so far? How has the reaction to it been?
Oh man, dude, it's doing so well. And
Cool.
also, I before I forgot, I also want to give a shout out to my wife. She actually helped me with in particular, there's one really he's got the grabber. There's actually this really, really one sick part that I came up with words that worked with the cadence, but it just how ever hear a song that like the wording just didn't capture everything that you're really trying to capture.
Hmm.
So I was stuck on that, and she helped me with that, and she came up with a fantastic line in there. So I'm really grateful for that. But yeah,
That's cool. Your band
I
seems
wrote it.
very like collaborative.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you writing stuff, the drummer writing stuff, piano, getting ideas from your wife. Like it just seems like it's like and it's your brother, so it just seems like you guys are like a legit family and you love just doing
yeah.
this thing.
We do, man. And our our guitar too. He recently came on last year, and he actually wrote all of the main guitar parts for this song, except for the bridge.
Mm,
So it's like each of us literally put into the pot, something really special here, and it's
yeah.
really cool that it all worked out beautifully and stands to be our fastest growing song. It did. You
Wow.
asked how it's been doing since September.
Uh-huh.
It hit number 6 on national Christian rock and metal charts. So we're
Wow, number
super
6.
excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're up there with Skillet Man and
Hell
Red and
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Thousand for Crutches. Crazy.
That's hella cool. That's sick. Well, I'm stoked to listen to it. Like I just said, these are the fun ones. These are the fun ones when it can go a million different directions because
Definitely can.
I like to dive into all the different directions it can go and all the people it can save. All right, this is the newest track by my new friends in Saved by Skarlet. It's called Memory Relapse. Maybe you'll hear this live on April 18th as they headline a show in Manchester, New Hampshire.
It's gonna be awesome.
Are you guys playing this song live?
Oh yes, definitely.
Well
Like,
then that's been verified. You're gonna hear this song live April 18th. But for now, we're gonna break this one down.
awesome.
A voice with emotion. I hear it knocking at the door. My hand in motion unlocks the.
Great voice, man.
Oh, thank you.
I-
There's a whole lot of surprises coming up for you.
There was a part that I really liked. Like you said, I think it was that. No, was it that line? Maybe it was. It just sounded so clean. Oh yeah, this line right here. Recapture the thoughts when, and then you started it. I see moments. I don't know. I like that transition and the voice transition there too was pretty cool. And I love that scream at the end there.
Thank you, man.
All right. Well, let's take it back to the beginning. Here, let me just so I have them. Okay. A voice with emotion. I hear it knocking at the door. My hand in motion. That's yourself knocking on the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you're talking? So this is almost like a voice of emotion. I hear it knocking at the door. My hand in motion. A voice. I hear it knocking.
Almost like a past experience that is like knocking on the door of your heart, reminding you of stuff that happened. So again, there's going to be a lot of imagery and parallels with this song. Deliberate, of course.
I like how it's worded like a voice with emotion. It's like the voice is knocking at the door, but the door is like your brain. It's like your mind,
exactly.
and it's like it's just that it's like that a little annoying, like just something like an annoying voice in your head, like telling you one thing, but you don't want to do that or you don't want to listen to it. So it's like get out of here, get out of here. That's and my hand in motion. That's kind of what I was doing like this. I was like, it's in your head, like trying to get out, unlock the past within my core, peering through moments of my life. God, I feel you through space and time. Unlock the past with my core. It's like get back to that real me, like the old me that was like happy and that wasn't going through these emotions and these experiences. Let me get back to that real Nate.
Yep. And to get back there, it's almost like you're fully engaging with those thoughts and memories, and you're unlocking the door.
Yeah.
Like you're entering into that mindset.
God, I feel you through space and time. It to me that seems like kind of just always. Like you're always kind of thinking about it. He's always there. And it's almost like you're asking him to help you stop with this knocking.
Yep. Or because of the way this is like the more tricky part of the song. So for me personally, when I wrote that part, peering through moments of my life, so you're like looking through your life at the different things that impacted you, led you to who you are now. God, I feel you through space and time was essentially written in the way that it's saying, wow, I see like the way that you, through time and space, you are everywhere all at once. You helped me through these situations.
Right.
You impacted me with these experiences. And I see kind of your hand moving in my life in different areas. Now that's for me personally. I know that for some people who have connected with the song, it's been a little bit different. But again, a lot of what I like to do is I don't like to make super easy cookie cutter type music.
Right.
Just like Pharisees, right? Most people have to Google what that even is. But like we like that. Like that's where
Yeah.
my heart's at. Not everybody's, the same way, but
It
I
keeps
enjoy
it,
that.
it keeps you interested, and it keeps
It
you
does.
like thinking. It makes you think. Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about here? Yeah, God, I fill you through space and time. When I close my eyes, serenity will flood the deepest parts of me. Let's just get it out. Let's flush it out.
Yeah.
Let's get it out. The flood is gonna take down those parts of me they're deep, but I don't want them there anymore.
For the bad memories,
For the
yes.
bad memory, exactly. I don't want that anymore. Let's get rid of that. But the world full of memories, recapture the thoughts when I see moments and when they collapse. And then they collapse. Recalculating my life in a memory lapse. Yeah, I mean, just going from what you said is just looking back at all your past mistakes. I like the way it's worded here, and I think my favorite line so far is, my favorite section is a voice with no emotion. I hear it knocking at the door. My hand in motion. I like that. I like those lines there.
Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that as a lyricist. Thank you.
Yeah, I've never heard it like presented that way before. Like your inner voice talking to yourself.
Yeah, I know, man, right? I was on the plane
Hand in
literally
motion.
writing this and I was like, oh, this is good stuff, man.
It
It
is.
doesn't always come out that way. Sometimes it takes a lot of refining and oh my gosh, there have been times where I've literally been stumped and I've gone to my wife. I'm just like, hey, can I read this out loud to you? Like, is it me or does this sound like it could be like better or does it sound good? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We both really like that part too, and,
And
I brought it to the band and they loved it too.
Yeah, and it starts the song off, so it kind of just sets the tone right away.
Yeah, yeah.
One thing about the name of the song that I mean, I don't know if this is silly to say. I don't know if it's an obvious thing. I have no clue. But just the word relapse alone is heavy enough. People can relate that to relapsing with drugs or alcohol or like kind of having. So it's almost like your memory is that alcohol, that it's like that poison that you have. Like you keep thinking about those bad moments, and whenever you relive those moments, you can spiral. I mean, I know I've done that before. Where I'm
Right, right,
like I'll go back to something from like 10 years ago. I'm like, oh damn it, why did I do that?
right. Yeah,
So I'm just
dude,
like,
you got it, man.
yeah, I'm just
You
like,
got
all of
it.
these things are just they bring me back down when I get sucked back into it.
Yep. And the reason that I wrote this song, so that the wording could be used also in a way that is like good. So for instance, when I close my eyes, serenity. So focusing on that lyric where it's like serenity, peace is washing over you, right? Will flood the deepest parts of me. That could also be good, you know. And also memory relapse, relapsing as in once again finding yourself in a place that's like maybe not good, but that same peace and joy washing over you, a realization, maybe it's someone really important to you that has always impacted you, and their friendship or relationship with you alone is enough to really, really impact you on a seismic level. Remembering that. So in the good sort of type of way, it's almost like memory rehearsing. You know what I mean?
It's
Rehearsing
also,
memories.
yeah, and it's also a good way to say something like, I've learned from my past mistakes.
Yes, yes, absolutely a big part of this one.
A positive relapse.
Hmm.
I like how you said that, a positive.
And that's
relapse.
actually why that lyric, recalculating my life in a memory relapse, that's exactly why we use the wording recalculating my life. You're recalculating, you're refining, you're reevaluating, you're recomputing. Okay, like what are the things that helped me in life and what are the things that also made things harder? I'll avoid the things that made life harder and the sin and blah, blah, blah. And I'll chase the good things that have impacted me, like faith for me personally. It's a really, this is definitely one of the more interesting songs that we've written lyric-wise.
Yeah. And don't think I'm sleeping on this album artwork. I'm gonna find a way to tie this all in together. I definitely like that a lot. But I was gonna say I've never. I was thinking about it when you first started saying it. I don't know if I've ever seen relapse as a positive word. I don't think I've ever looked at it that way or thought about that it could be a positive.
Right. Yeah, you usually won't.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, well, let's keep listening. We got more lyric to dive into.
Silhouettes of scenes within my eyes. Replay the years, reminiscing of the warmth inside.
I was gonna ask, are those two is that Scream and the Sing both yours?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that's sick. I like that. It sounds really clean.
Yeah, yeah. Everything on this song is I did all organically. There's no auto tune, none of that crap, no AI. I do cleans and then I layer on screams in different places to get a nice blend. But there are also some parts that are just screams, and there are some parts that are just cleans.
Yeah, I've always loved when there's a mixture of screaming and singing, and that's why I'm a big fan of Avenged Sevenfold, because like early stuff they used to do that, like early Atreyu used to do shit like that. I'm just like, I don't like, whenever I hear that, it just takes me to like a better place.
Yeah,
from like listening to those bands and first finding them, and cool. That's cool. I dig that.
That's
anyway,
awesome.
All right, we'll go back.
Inside.
Yeah, this song is good, man. This song is good. I'm having fun with this one. Like whenever I hear a scream and a singing together, it makes me want to do it too.
Yeah, it does. It's inviting,
Yeah, like I just want to, and like I think my favorite, not my favorite lyric, because I already told you that so far. Well, that's what it is so far. But I think my favorite part of the song is, the thoughts when you say the thoughts when, and then you get right back into it. I don't know. It's just it's a clean transition.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
That's fun. Okay. All right. So the lyrics there: drawn to the mirror, silhouettes of scenes within my eyes, replay the years, reminiscing of the warmth inside. And then it goes to the chorus again. So that's when when you say drawn in the mirror, that's why this mirror is on here on this artwork.
Yeah. Yep.
Silhouettes of scenes within my eyes, replay the years, reminiscing of the warmth. So my only confusion now is silhouettes of scenes within my eyes. This looks like one scene. So replaying reminiscing the warmth. There's no warmth in there. So that's probably it then. So it's probably like you look in the mirror and you're not even seeing anything. You can't even relive it. It's all broken. It's shattered. It all looks the same.
Yes. So this verse focuses a little bit more on reminiscing on the warmth inside, almost like memories that have and experiences that have flashed by really quickly, almost throughout life, and almost like a longing of, I wish I had more time, or recognized these things and really didn't take them for granted as much. So it still has a little bit of that like almost coldness of like longing for something, but it's also kind of a good thing because it's remembering the importance and the value in those things. And that's why you're reminiscing of the warmth inside and not reminiscing of the cold or awful stuff.
Because when I read that reminiscing of the warmth, like to me, that just makes me think about, this reminds me of a better time. It's almost like what I was just saying earlier about like the scream and the yell ones. Like it takes me back to a time when like I was in high school, going to Warped Tour, going to shows and stuff. Like,
yes.
And so that brought me to a memory relapse, and I felt the warmth in that. But when I was reading the lyrics, I'm like, I don't know if the warmth is a good thing or a bad thing because now you're older and years have gone by,
Right,
and
yeah.
like you're trying to get. To me, it almost seems like you're trying to get that warmth back, but you can't.
Yeah, there's some tension there. Not tension necessarily in like a physical sense, but there's tension of this is where I am and this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
And kind of feeling that like you said, it took you to a place that you maybe had good memories, and so because you had good memories with a certain thing and experience in the past, it therefore makes now you experiencing it kind of a friction moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which could be good or bad. For some people, they're like, oh, this is really enlightening. For some people, it's like, ooh, I don't like this feeling. You know what I mean? It can be a little challenging, even.
Yeah, I guess it just depends where you are in life when you hear it and when you listen to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that can go both ways, a good or bad.
Mm-hmm. This was a tough song to write. Like it was.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's
a
yeah,
lot of different angles and sort of like, because you also got to picture the wording has to match, the cadence has to match, the vowels have to be a certain way for you to sing it really clearly. One thing that like Saved by Skarlet has always been very strong in, which has been led by me, is pronunciation. So whenever we perform live and stuff like that, people always will say to us, I couldn't understand the other band's lyrics, but I can always tell what you guys are saying, and I love your shows live that much more because I can tell what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not up there saying May every 5 seconds and, like, slurring our words. You know what I mean? Like, we try to keep it, like, really punchy and clear and, like, not quite as sing-songy, like, connecting each vowel and consonant. You know what I mean? We try to keep it a little more clear.
A lot of thought goes into your music and your band and your performances, huh? You guys are taking the
I try not to be a perfectionist.
You guys are all in. This is what we're doing. This is us.
Did you know that artwork actually has our band symbol in it? If you look closely, you'll find it. It's got 2 of our symbols on it, actually. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
no, I don't see them.
So on the top of the mirror and the bottom of the mirror, you'll see if you zoom in, it's our flame symbol.
I don't think I can zoom in on this because it's an iTunes thing, but
so if you put the cursor right there.
Okay, yeah, right here.
So that was actually my idea. I interwove it into the mirror essentially with our graphic designer. And then my wife had a really cool idea. I was trying to figure out what to put inside the mirror, and I struggled with a couple of things because I didn't want to use AI. But to get the type of thing that I wanted to get in there, it would be way too expensive to create it myself. So I was like, what am I going to do? My wife had a cool idea of taking the trees in the forest in our first album, Out of Darkness, and transplanting it just laden in the background in that mirror. So if you actually look at our first album we ever released, Out of Darkness, and then look at this, you'll see the trees are actually in there.
Oh, I do see that. That's cool.
Well, there's a lot.
See, another thing, you guys are having fun with this. You know what I mean? Like you're every little detail, down to the cracks in the mirror on that artwork.
And making those cracks was difficult. Let me tell you, we had to go through 4 renditions of that.
Sometimes you got to do that. Okay, let me find where I was. Actually, I'm going to do this instead. Okay. Oh yeah, we already went over these lines. Oh, I think we're back to listening to it now.
Back to the bridge.
Hell yeah!
One of my favorite parts.
All right.
Calculating my life in another relapse.
Now, in this time of imperfection, see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then I will know fully, just as I am fully known by God. We shall see.
So actually, there was a point where I kind of got distracted because I heard a little. It almost sounded like a orchestra, like an orchestra or like a synth kind of sound going on in the background.
Choir, yeah.
And it really helped create like the vibe of
Yes.
that of what was going on there. Because that was also going on during the solo, right?
No, it actually
No,
stopped.
it wasn't. Oh, okay. But like that whole section though just sounded cinematic.
Yes,
It
exactly.
changed the whole vibe of the song.
We
And I'm
love
not
that
saying
part.
like it didn't sound like big, or I'm not just saying like it just added something different.
Absolutely. It's one of our favorite parts live. I mean, when we do that part, dude, all of our light beams that are synchronized go black. And then when you hear that breath, I don't know if you heard it, but I actually inhale a breath and then it goes face to face. Like at that part, dude, all our lights come on and like we got walls of death and life. And it's just so fun, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked to hear this one in about a month.
Oh, you're going? Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there.
Oh, heck yeah. I totally forgot to even ask you, actually.
Yeah, no,
thought
I'm
you
gonna
were
be there.
I thought you were going to be in Los Angeles or wherever you're at.
I'm in New York, so I'm not too far.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All the shows that I sponsor, I make sure that I'm there. Like I was just in Denver a couple weeks ago for one. The Richmond one I'm going to be at, and this weekend, and
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a booth there and have like flyers. Actually, what I do
Yes.
is well, my wife makes them, but we create like little small flyers with the band, like a photo of the band, and then a QR code that leads directly to their episode.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
So
that's
we can
awesome.
put-
If you
we can
bring them
put-
to the
yeah.
April 18th show. We'll definitely give them to people,
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna make one for all you guys, all the bands.
That's awesome, man. I cannot
Yeah.
wait for April 18th.
And I also do I create recap videos too. So like I'll go out for a couple songs and film bands playing, and then at the end of and like about a week after the show or so, I put together like a recap of all the bands and kind of just the atmosphere, and so
That
it's
is
gonna be fun.
awesome, man.
It's gonna be fun. So you start talking in this part, and whenever there's talking on a song, I always ask the lyricist, because whenever I hear talking, it makes it feel like, okay, I need you to hear this. Like out of all these lyrics here, I'm gonna slow this part down and talk to you personally, and I need you to hear this part. So I'm gonna read those lyrics, and then want you to tell me why, out of those lyrics, you decided to make a little bit different. In your hands, my life, shaped by design. When I close my eyes, serenity. Oh wait.
Yeah, that was actually verse 2.
Oh, is that that's for now? The for now.
For now.
That's
Yep,
right.
that
That's
should be
right.
the
Okay, sorry
bridge.
about that. For now, in this time of imperfection, we see only a reflection, as in a mirror. Back to the album art. But then I will know fully, just as I am fully known. By God we shall see, face to face, flood my mind, calculate what's inside, face to face. So, real quick before you say your thing, one thing that there's one line in here that kind of affects me a little bit, and it takes me back to my darker time, actually. Face to face. There was a lot of times I didn't even like looking at myself. I hated what I saw back.
Been there,
Or
man.
now in this time of imperfection, when I would look at myself, that's what I thought. Worse thoughts, but we'll go with that. We we see only a reflection as in a mirror, just as I am fully known. But then I will know fully, just as I am fully known. All right. Anyway, tell me what this part means to you, and why did you change it up for these lyrics here?
So that part can be a little bit confusing just because of the way it was written. That was actually a verse from the King James Bible. So at this part, kind of the way we designed it was to have kind of the instruments stripped away and really just single doom doom on the drums, punching hard, right? This is kind of the climactic part in the song, and I wanted to like speak this almost like number one, I wanted to do this part in a different way because I haven't really done this in any other type of song. So I always try to keep a variety of different ways I use my voice. So that was one reason. The other reason is because I kind of almost wanted to instill a feeling of down to earth, human to human conversation almost. And so instead of singing it, you know, we get kind of in this like almost like this ethereal, like I'm singing, blah blah blah, they're performing, yeah, that's what they do, it's loud, you know, it's cuts through the mix. But then when you're talking, like that shift really grabs people's attention, and I feel like it grabbed your attention, right?
Yeah.
So it worked. And I kind of wanted to give it that almost like eerie feel of like someone saying something, not like a megaphone, you know, like for now in this time of imperfection. I wanted to say in a way that was like passionate, but also almost thinking and talking to myself and really getting people in that mindset, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the actual scripture is, oh, thank you, Sarah. The scripture is 1 Corinthians 13:12. And it says, "For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror, but then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known." So essentially what that means is, what it means for me personally, this is the way that I interpreted it, and it's the way that I've found theologians who explain what it means, is for now, during this time of imperfection, so I'm going through things now, I'm not perfect, I've got, you know, sin that I'm dealing with, or maybe a mental battle that I'm dealing with, maybe addiction, whatever it may be, depression. So for now, in this time of imperfection, we see only a reflection as in a mirror. So when we look at ourselves, we don't see ourselves truly the way that we actually are, the way that God sees us as beloved creatures, you know, wonderfully and purposefully made. So we don't see ourselves that way, and we're caught up in our tough stuff, man.
Yeah.
But it's saying, but then, so in the future, I will know fully, just as I am fully known by God. And then we shall see. So that brings you to that really, really heavy part, which is the entire climax of this song. It's the heavy hitting wall of death, you know, everything ensues, guitars riffing, drums are going, and the choir is in the background just singing away.
Yeah.
And essentially the point is for everything in this song to lead up to this moment where it's saying, now I'm led face to face. I'm face to face with the hardest parts of my life that I have to look at. I'm face to face with also the reality that maybe there were really, really good things that happened in my life that I took for granted. And I'm face to face with those feelings and those things that I'm feeling, and they flood my mind, right? So they're flooding your mind. They're taking you for a ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then calculate what's inside. Now you're recalculating again, and you're kind of, once again, just like the chorus, thinking, what's going on inside me? How do these memories make me feel? How can I learn from them? How can I let even this moment now refine me as a person? Just like the other choruses are talking about other memories refining us and ultimately impacting who we are.
Wow.
That's
deep.
It's deep, man. Like this song, this is also the song that I hit my highest note when it goes recalculating. That's the highest note I can hit. It's actually the way that the word structure is harder to hit. Whereas other vowels I can hit even higher than that in a pitch. But for this type of word, it's the highest I can go. So it also is just like I'm really putting a lot of passion, you know,
Yeah.
that part into the song as a whole, man. I mean, in the
Yeah.
screaming
You
too.
can tell. You can tell. There's a lot of different layers, and it's structured really great. And I love when I hear talking in songs. Um, I love that it's kind of like a break. It's kind of a breather,
Yeah.
from all the screaming and the fast paced stuff. So it's a little bit of a breather, but then it just goes back in hard. It's like just that
Yep.
moment you can kind of catch your breath and be like, it's like that moment in the pit where like it slows down, people are
Yeah.
start just like standing around, and then it hits again, and then they go wild again. Um, when so since and I'm probably going to word this bad or wrong because I don't really know the terms. I'm still in a really weird kind of like figuring out like what my faith is, and going to church, like all that kind of wording is really bad for me. But when you go to church and there's somebody standing on top and they're preaching and they're saying their stuff, what's that roll call? Like a sermon, or what is that?
Yeah, so that would be like a sermon. Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's
what I thought.
typically not a speech because it's not supposed to be designed to be talking at you with facts. It's really more so supposed to be engaging in a heart-to-heart informational type of thing that was ultimately designed in the Old Testament. It was designed to reinforce people's faith or to help people who have never heard about the gospel, Like, hey man, God loves you, like he sent his only son, an appendage of himself, to hang on a cross in the most brutal way known to man. There was no worse way to die at that time.
Hmm.
And he did that because he loves you. Like that is the crux of all of it. And um, so yeah, I mean, really a sermon is supposed to be coming from that heart posture.
The reason why I asked, because I wanted to see if that had any relation to why you were talking in this song.
Oh yeah, no, it does kind of sound a little bit like that.
It
Yeah,
does.
I can see that.
But was that intentional or no? It
It
probably
actually
wasn't.
wasn't
No.
intentional, but you know what? That's pretty cool, man. I actually really like that you pulled that out.
Because it sounded serious, and it sounded like you need to
Exactly.
hear this.
It's
And just
trying to grab your attention moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hear me out. I'm like, I don't have to talk super loud or talk over you,
Yeah. And
to get
I
this
was locked
information
into
across.
what you were saying too.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like, because especially when the music slows down and just like, okay, I'm in this moment. And so that relating to, your guys' faith and, everything we're talking about, I was like, I wonder if that's what he was trying to do there.
That was a good guess, actually. That was a very good guess.
Thanks. Well, I don't think we have new lyrics beyond this point. I think we
No
go
new
back.
lyrics, just new types of music after the third.
Gotcha. Well, then I say let's write this song out. Because I definitely want to hear the rest, and then we'll chat for a bit afterwards.
Yeah, I love that.
Cool. All right.
When I close my eyes, serenity will flood the deepest parts of me with a world full of memories. Recapture the thoughts when I see moments and then they collapse. Recalculating my life in a memory relapse.
What a beautiful way to end a song.
Yeah, man.
That was nice.
Very, very, very thankful for our drummer Dallin for having the skills to be able to play that. It was just, oh man, live is like you could just like see it, like people after all of that energy that they've just
Yeah.
lost and rocked out, and then it's like that, man. It's just
Yeah.
so many people have come up and have been like, dude, that gave me chills.
And actually, it gave me chills. I have chills right now.
That's awesome,
Wow, that
man.
was a nice ending. And you're talking about your drummer being able to do that, but the drums in that track too were brutal.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
he
very
did an
talented
amazing job.
drummer.
What'd you say?
I say he's a very talented drummer.
Yes, he is. He actually
Really
teaches
good.
drums full time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
he's-
tell he's a little step above maybe some of the other drummers.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
No,
cool.
he was holding back on that too. Trust me. That
Yeah, I
was
bet.
not
I
playing.
bet. um, yeah, what a good listen. What a good listen. I think I'm going to add this to my running playlist.
Oh, we would love that, man. We would love that. As you're running down the street, you're like, man,
Yeah.
I'm running away from these past memories.
Yeah. I love running to things that make me like put that remind me of the hard times, but then also makes me reflect on where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it
No, I
inspires
feel
me
that.
and pushes me to run longer, run more.
used
And I
to
just love
running,
the
man.
memory relapse.
Did you know that every single time it goes into the post-chorus riff, it changes? So as you listen to the song, you're gonna hear so many different little key changes. So the first time it does it in the first chorus, it goes relapse, and it goes da 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 da. Right? The second
Yeah.
chorus, it goes and the
Cool.
last chorus, it goes halftime. Da 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 da. It changes time signatures.
See, it's these little things that I'm catching with you guys. It's like these little things, but they
It's flavor. We're giving you
yeah,
Mrs.
like
Dash, dude.
like
We're
I was
putting
trying to
Mrs.
figure
Dash
out the
on.
right word for it, but it's like these little things that people can like latch onto and be like, oh, that was cool. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
And it's just like it keeps them invested in wanting to hear and listen to some more. I'm really glad I didn't listen to this before. I mean, I wouldn't have, but I'm really glad that like I waited because how in depth these lyrics are, and I would have been like, okay, what does this mean? And I would have spent way too much time like
Yeah.
trying to like think of thoughts and things here. But it
It's
was
true, man. Yeah, it's definitely one of our more complicated lyrically
Yeah.
written songs, but it's different, but it's not bad. So like a lot of people will ask us, and it's a great prompt for conversation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're doing right now.
yeah. Do you plan on writing any more lyrics for any more tracks, or is this kind of a thing where you're like, I need to get this out, I want to do this one, and then I'll kind of step away?
Oh no, I have a lifetime of lyrics in this head that are coming out on paper. You
Cool.
you should actually if you like this song, you have got to check out our song Black Knight.
Okay.
Man, dude, that's if you like this kind of stuff, man,
Yeah.
dude. Black Knight is something else. It hit number 4 in the nation at one point. It was actually a huge hit. We were on global tracking for a while, which was
Really?
crazy.
What was it? What was the track called again?
So Black Knight, but it's Knight. So not like night as in day and night.
Right. Yeah, I see
Like
that
night as in
here.
a warrior.
All right. I just added it from Apple Music. I'm an Apple guy. I just added it. So I'll listen to it later. But I do want to listen to this track again because I do feel like there's like a lot of little things that I would catch from a second listen, just and not listening to the lyrics specifically, but just listening now to the music.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like little bell ride hits. If you like drums, there's
Yeah.
like little ting. You
Yeah,
know,
there's
like
a
I
lot
mentioned
going on.
before, there's like an inhale that we purposefully left in it so that people feel like, oh wow, this isn't just chopped up auto tune. You can't fake that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really again makes it feel like very real and there's a human singing. It's not just like perfect pitch, blah blah blah. You know, I don't think I'm
Yeah.
the best singer in the world, so I know I have some improvement to do.
I mean, but you're really good though.
Thank you.
Really good. Yeah, like I said, like that chorus makes me want to sing along.
Yeah,
Fun.
good.
Um,
It's doing his job.
Yeah. So besides this amazing show that we're all going to sell out in April, what else does 2026 have in store for Saved by Scarlet?
We're looking at about 4 to 5 festivals that we'll be performing at. Some of them are,
Festivals.
yes,
Cool.
some outdoors. Actually, I think all of them are outdoors this year. New York State Festival, Soul Fest, Signal Boost Fest. Excuse me, Signal Boost Festival. That's the only one indoors. Possibly some other ones that we haven't been confirmed for, so I can't say. But
Sure.
if we do get rebooked, I'll say that it is huge, and there's an average of 35,000 people that attend. So
Wow.
we will see. I don't know if that will happen, but I'm really hoping.
But you said reattend. So you've done this one before?
Mm-hmm.
What was what was kind of the uh oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, did that bring a lot of new fans to you guys? That a lot of people kind
Oh
of
yeah.
yeah. So it was really good for you guys, and a lot of people were able to find you that way, and
It was
that's
such a
cool.
hit that
That's
we
cool.
actually, our fan base grew faster all the way in PA than it did here because it was like literally just such a massive help to the band, really. So we're really hoping to get back out to PA this
Yeah.
September. We'll see what happens, but yeah, we've been there 2 times, and it's been an incredible experience.
How about any new music? I know this one just came out back in September, but what else you guys got coming up with some new tracks?
We actually have already finished another song. It's called My Sin, Your Truth, and it is a very heartfelt song written by our drummer, actually. So he helped compose this one. We're all pretty versatile. Pretty much all of us write lyrics except for our new guitarist, Brendan. But he does a lot of guitar writing. He's very, very good at that. And he's also a cellist. So he can play cello, which we're looking to also incorporate into our music. And
I was gonna say that you guys are sleeping on something really awesome there. You guys start using that in your music.
dude, don't even get me started, man. I want to put it in more music, but
I love stuff like that. I love when bands throw in like violin or something like that.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of our Out of Darkness first album has some stringed instruments. I actually programmed violin, some
Love it.
cello, synthesizers, choir effects. There's quite a bit of that already in our music. It would be
Okay,
cool
cool.
to have some real,
Yeah, and
cello.
especially live too.
Oh, yeah,
Them playing the cello live.
absolutely.
Well, if anybody were to come up to you, Nate, and say, "Hey, Nate, where's the best place to keep up with everything SBS, Saved by Scarlet?" Where would you send them?
The best place to really find information about SBS would be our Facebook page. That is updated every single day.
Your Facebook page.
Yes. Also our website, so savedbyscarlet.com. It'll come right up. We've got our show listings there that are live and updated as I continue to do my beep boop bop. And it's, the Facebook page pretty much on our webpage have the most information, but our Instagram has a lot of great, like little show ads and pictures that we like to showcase, things like that. But yep, Facebook and website, man. Or YouTube. YouTube's got a lot of stuff too.
Well, like I said earlier, one of the reasons we did this podcast is because Heavy Mental Breakdown Podcast is sponsoring your show in April with your friends Major Moment, Diamonds to Dust, and RVKH.
Yes.
It's going to be at Jewel Music Venue out in Manchester, New Hampshire. April 18th, doors at 5, show at 6. You're not going to want to miss it. Tickets are only $20 if you buy them now.
Dude,
That's
$20
a
to see
steal.
3 national bands? Like,
That's a
come on.
steal.
It is a steal.
You guys are robbing the bands at this point. So buy a ticket, show up, buy some merch, and
we're hoping.
what kind of merch you're gonna have available?
Oh man, dude, we've got some great merch.
Yeah,
If you like
yeah.
the designs on like
Yeah.
you know, a lot of the designs you've seen on when you were looking through, we've got pretty much all of those artworks on shirts. My wife, Sarah, she actually helps out. She is our merch coordinator now.
Hi.
You can see the claw.
Hi.
The claw.
Hi. Yeah, I've heard you, but I can't see you. I don't know. I feel like you've been part of this a little
Hi.
bit. Hi, how are you?
Hey,
I've just
dude,
seen-
that's
I've just
my
seen
wife, the merch coordinator.
No, I was gonna ask, is that this mirror memory relapse gonna be on a tee by any chance?
Oh, you bet it is, and not only that, but it's actually a very
bet it
very
is.
cool tie dye. So it's a tie dye shirt.
That's
got that, too.
sick. That's
And
cool.
the
I'm gonna have
back
to
of the
grab one of
shirt-
those. I'm gonna grab one of those.
Oh yeah, we'd love to sell you one, man. We actually, the back of it says that bridge that you liked where I talked. It has those lyrics on the back.
Oh,
It's
that's sick. Do you have those on your site now? I'd love to check them out, but then grab it from you in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, we
They're on your
we do
site?
most
Okay,
of
cool.
Most of our stuff we sell over Facebook or in person, just because we try to get people to come out to our shows to get the merch.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of bands, for a lot of fans, it's kind of like they know that they can just get it, you know, within 5 seconds if they just pull out their phone.
Yeah.
But again, we really try to be intentional with the way that we do things, and you also avoid hefty fees and stuff. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
got to take their cut, and it's awful.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have a merch tab that you can click on, and I'm going to send you the link right now. But yeah, no,
Cool.
we've got
Yeah.
CDs, we've got shirts, we've got 9x11 posters, drawstring bags for festivals, which is great. We got stickers, wristbands. I'm actually wearing one of the wristbands now. It's got the flame too.
Nice.
Double-sided. Everything we do is double-sided, so you only get the best, man.
Very cool. Well, that is another reason to go to the show on April 18th. Nate, it was very awesome hanging out with you, and let your brother Matt know it was great meeting him too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
I'm stoked to see you guys in just a month from now and to rock my tie-dye mirror tee out here in New York sometime.
That would be awesome, man. What size are you? Just
Large.
Okay, great.
Yeah, make sure you've got a large at that show for me, because I'm gonna grab it from you.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for hanging out and sharing your story. I know a lot of this stuff really isn't the easiest thing to talk about sometimes, but I appreciate it. And the more people that talk, I think we just need more human interaction in general. But the more people that come on, you know, this podcast and in general who talk about their stuff just makes other people want to talk and learn a little bit more. So
Yeah,
thanks for
man.
doing that. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for opening up this space, you know, to do this, and thank you for what you're doing. I mean, heck, man, what you're doing is really, really awesome with Heavy Mental Breakdown, the shows,
you.
your support. I mean, it's very, very evident that you genuinely care about what you're doing, because it's a lot of work, and people who don't care about what they're doing, man, they hop on and they hop off as far as interviews go. They don't really put a lot of effort into it. I really like the way that you designed all of this. It was very
Thank you.
professional and
Yeah, well, like I said, lyrics and rock music literally saved my life, and so I feel like it is the least I can do is create something like this, and maybe a lyric from one of the songs that we break down will save somebody else. Who knows?
yeah, that's right, man. No, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Maybe your lyrics here are going to save somebody at one point. Saved by Skarlet. What about that?
Yeah. It has actually happened, man. We've gotten phone
Oh,
calls.
really?
Yeah, we've gotten phone calls after shows and after people have heard our music. And I, without giving away too much personal information, I'll just say that definitely not just talk, like actual like hospital, police, like real life situation stuff that the music has really, really impacted. And I mean, that means the
amazing.
most to us, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
just
no
know-
bigger compliment than that. Like, that's why
What
you
is
do it.
there?
That is why you do it.
Yeah.
You guys are something else. You guys are, yeah. Well, I hope to see you. I think you said where's that note? Addison, New York.
Yeah,
For the
definitely stay
festival.
tuned.
Yeah, definitely. You said that's this summer in July, June, July?
July 18th through 19th. So I can actually send that to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great if you could.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it's going to be blasted all over the internet within the next 2 weeks. I think they're announcing the poster, the lineup, and all of the information.
Cool.
But I
I'll
can
make
give you
sure
the
to repost it too once it's live, once it's out there. Spread the
yeah,
word a
that'd be
little bit.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Hey, they might even you could maybe even get a booth there, man.
Good idea.
They're all about what
Good
you're
idea.
doing. Like they're
Huh.
all about that.
What's the festival called again?
So I'm actually going to send you their Instagram. It's a brand new Instagram, but their Facebook is a little more established.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot you were sending. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome cuz like I'm making, like I have booths and stuff at the shows that I sponsor, but yeah, I definitely want to start doing festivals and stuff, especially with summer coming up way sooner than later. Like I think now's
Yeah.
a good time to start hitting up some of these festivals and try to get a spot. That's a good idea.
Totally should, man. I can give you their email too.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Nate, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. Everyone go listen to Saved by Skarlet. The song we just broke down is available now, and you'll hear it live April 18th. I'm stoked to see you in person, Nate.
It's been a blast, man. Thank you again.